Hi guys, less is more. The reason I'm saying that is because I want to share with you exactly where I'm at as of today, 2011, January the 6th. I think by now those that follow me will have realised that I've started to remove a great number of friends off my Facebook profile. The reason I've done that is really just simply this, that the timeline was becoming unusable, and really I was missing posts and updates from family and friends, which is really the essence of what Facebook is all about. Now I understand with the all the rhetoric and all the interesting things that people are saying about Facebook being the place to be, and it really is, that they're absolutely right. However, whilst I don't particularly like the way I'm requested. I get friend requests on a daily basis, and it's really, they're not really friends, but I understand why they're reaching out, because we have similar interests, which is maybe they have a business, maybe I have a business, which I do, and maybe they're looking to connect. Now I understand that Facebook allows us a profile. It now allows us to have a test profile. It now allows us to have a page, and it allows obviously you to join groups, and with these three factors I want to spend just the next minute or two talking about how I feel these should be used and what's going to be happening in the future. Now Facebook is an ever-changing beast, so if you're familiar with Facebook, you'll have noticed the amount of changes that have happened just recently. One being the new Facebook profile. Although I haven't added that yet, but there is exactly the same profile is going to be rolled out for pages. Okay, so pages are going to be a very similar format to the new personal profile. Now, look, if you have a personal profile, it is against the terms of service of Facebook to have to use that personal profile for business purposes, for marketing. Now, I suppose at the minute and up until the present, it's been simple enough to request or add friends to that profile, and then look to take them across to a blog, take them across to a fan page, or whatever. But it's pretty easy to do a quick search and look at anybody's. I know I do. Before I would add any friend, I would check their personal profile, and it's very interesting to see that not only are individuals adding blocks of 10 friends twice, 3 times a day to try and stay under the radar, but there's now actually company employees that are setting up second Facebook accounts in order to attract, if that's the right word, or to add people, friends, to their profile, to their second profile, in order to look to market to them later on, which I feel is a bit underhanded, which I know is underhanded. And I know that Facebook are not stupid. It ain't going to be long if they're not already looking at this in great detail, because let's be honest, who has 5,000 friends? Who has 2,000 friends? Who has 1,000 friends, real friends? The Dunbar number, which is the number of friends that we can interact with, which is what Facebook is all about, is around 150. So that's the number that I will be looking to get to on my personal profile. Now, with the with the Facebook groups option, we have an opportunity to join, groups that we're interested in, and here is a good place to engage with other people and promote, a fan page, or promote a blog, or promote something that if you're looking to connect with people on a business level, on a commercial level. Now, I feel that in the future, Facebook will be looking at this in detail, and they will actively be looking at people's accounts, looking at their personal profiles to determine whether they are using it as a marketing exercise rather than its true function and purpose. As far as pages are allowed now, before we get onto pages, I've noticed a lot of people have actually been honest enough and said, I have 2 profiles on Facebook, against the terms of service. One profile for business and one profile that's personal. Okay, now not only are people being open about that, but that can't be allowed to continue, and I'm sure that Facebook will be looking at that. to that end, they gave us all the opportunity to add pages, and we can add as many pages as we want. So if you wish to be, a commercial entity, whether it's a marketing entity, a business entity on Facebook, you can set up a page, 0 cost, and you can look to promote on it to your heart's content, and people can become, fans, for want of a better word. Now, people who identify themselves as a fan are probably a much higher quality, potential lead, potential JV partner, potential affiliate. They're much higher quality than perhaps, a Facebook friend. Now, the way you can really check this out is because if you look at a lot of profiles, the interaction level is quite low. Now, obviously, if you've got 5,000 friends on your personal profile, you're going to get some likes, some interests, lots of comments, etc., because you've already have that following. But it really is more a one-way communication. I'd be very surprised if any of these, people who have thousands and thousands of friends actually interact with them on their personal profile. It becomes an exercise in futility. So that's why I think it's important that I've separated now at an early point, I suppose, separate the personal, separate the page, and I can obviously join as many groups as I wish. Now, a group by its nature is an internal structure, so it's designed for people within the group to actually talk, interact, and share thoughts, ideas, and discussions. Photos, videos, whatever the admin has allowed. Pages, on the other hand, are designed, as a commercial enterprise. So we can advertise, we can update our fans, we can send out a direct message, if you like, an update straight into people's inboxes. So this is a very, very powerful mechanism, and it's where we should all be looking. So if you haven't got a page, I suggest you concentrate on the page. When the new profile comes along for pages, it will be the wall that will be where the major focus of your fan page, not the custom tabs, not the FBML static tabs. It will be the actual wall, which is where you need to start thinking about interaction. And on a last note, I think maybe you should look at the chance or the opportunity to allow people to actually post on your wall. Personally, I wouldn't on my personal profile. I don't allow other people to post on my wall. On my page, I don't allow people to post on my page either. What I do allow them to do is comment. So people can comment, I can see what they're saying, and the interaction between the post, the content that I place onto my page. Now that is interesting because Facebook recently allowed the insights. They turned on the insights function, so you can see the actual interaction between you and your fans. This is really powerful, and if you've got an interaction of 1% or above, then you are engaging with your fans. So it actually tells you how many impressions. And what I've found is this. So the top tip is coming now for those of you that are still here. When you post directly into Facebook, when you actually log into Facebook, log into your page, and actually type content into it as a real person, then Facebook will spread that content. It will do more impressions of that content. It will viralize that content far more than if you've just used network blogs, for instance. If you've used the network blog app where you just pull content externally from outside Facebook into Facebook, then Facebook will not spread that content like it will if you actually go into Facebook manually and type in a post, type in an update, add a video, add a discussion. So what it's telling us is, it's telling us that the time is come, or it's coming very, very soon, where your personal profile needs to be kept personal. Your group and your group interactions need to be kept within the group, and your page is where you need to be doing your interaction with your fans, and where you need to be viralizing your content, directly placing your content into your page, which will appear on your wall, and of course that will feed out into your fans' personal walls, etc., which allows other people to see that content and come back to your page. And so that's where I've been. That's what I'm doing. I am going to put together, or I have in the process of putting together a very exciting course that's going to be free actually to my fans, but it won't be free to everybody else. That's just business, so that'll be a purchasable item if you don't want to become a fan, but you do want the content, and I think that's only fair. So that's me signing off. That's where I am as of January the 6th, 2011. I hope you can understand what I've been trying to share with you. I'm very excited about where everything is going, and I think it's about time that this has actually happened, that Facebook get control, stop the what I feel is a bit of abuse of their platform, and really thin out those that are going to be marketing properly, ethically, using their platform, using their Facebook pages, from those people who are really just there to continually send out links, affiliates, spamming, really spam. It's not spam, I don't want to say spam because that implies that it's something really underhand, but the fact is that the truth is that the majority of people out there, they're using Facebook because it's free, because it's and it's so easy to do, and I think that attracts sometimes the wrong people. So I hope you agree with the message. Don't forget to leave a comment, rate. If you're on YouTube, maybe rate, subscribe, leave a comment though. That's important. Let me know what how you feel about Facebook, about marketing using Facebook. And on a last note, I have I've spent a lot of money recently on Facebook marketing, products and tools and courses, which I feel I'll be sharing a lot of that content inside the product that I'm about to launch come end of January. All right, so have a great 2011. Love to hear your comments, and I'll speak to you. I'll look to answer every single one of them, and of course it'll be on the page, not on my profile. All right, so take care. Till then, bye bye.